I can't, David, again. Okay, and then I wanted to add these thoughts too. I've had a lot to share today. I don't normally share this much, but I wanted to get some things on record and have some reference points for future things that we do, both for Heartbeat City and some of the things that we do for Heartbeat City may be beneficial for America, to strengthen the American family, God's American family, and then also strengthen God's world family. Uh, and so one of those principles was, like, for example, when we look at world history, when we see Hitler, Hitler's killing was wicked. Governor Boggs' killing was wicked. I would categorize those types of killings as absolutely and utterly and entirely wicked, evil in every single case and in every single instance. And I would also categorize those as the devil's form of killing. And so that form of killing is absolutely wicked, absolutely unrighteous, and I would stem my thoughts on this in this regard off of Russell M. Nelson's, off of my personal interpretations and insights that I receive when I listen to Russell M. Nelson or D. Todd Christofferson, and I would just apply those types of principles when I create Heartbeat City Media and Heartbeat City Amusement and Entertainment. And so those forms of killing and those forms of killers are wicked killers, and we each individual has the liberty to defend themselves with their life to the death, as far as their liberty is concerned. And so we have to, when we go about creating amusement and entertainment for Heartbeat City, that we want to have there to help God's family, we have to follow righteous principles, and we have to do it right. Otherwise, the amusement and entertainment would frustrate their minds, would frustrate their spirits. Just like when we turn on our television today, when we watch the media, some media may be frustrating to your spirit, depending on the channel you go to, or maybe if you just turn on TV, you may think to yourself, well, none of this is right. None of it feels good spiritually or emotionally or psychologically or whatever it is. And if that's the case, I don't blame you. For many years I used to wonder about all that too. But the way that God works, like things are the way that they are, and we have to work with the things that God's given us the way that they are. But we may be able to improve ourselves going forward to make things better and hopefully reduce misery and suffering, but at the same time without removing God's ability to do the things that God needs to do, because God has to do things and his purposes will roll forward, and there's some tragedies that we may not be able to prevent. However, we can still do our best to be our best each day for the Savior. And so anyhow, those are my thoughts that I wanted to get on record on that the devil's killing, Hitler's killing was the devil's killing. Governor Boggs' killing was the devil's killing. Any form of unrighteous killing is the devil's killing. It's against all of God's 10 commandments, and it's against all of Heartbeat City's principles. It violates every single one of Heartbeat City's guiding principles, and if it hurts or harms any of God's children in any degree of unrighteousness, we have nothing to do with it. We don't want anything to do with it. Heartbeat City's principles are pure principles, principles of light, and principles that are there to help strengthen all of God's children, even the ones that we don't necessarily agree with, our enemies, because the Savior said, love our enemies, do good to them that curse us. And so we want to follow all those principles, and as the foolishness of God is, it's a very funny thing and a very wondrous and marvelous thing all at the same time, and we get to deal with all of those things when we develop Heartbeat City things. And so I believe Heartbeat City will be very wondrous and very funny and very humorous in ways that America may not necessarily have yet experienced. And so I believe it will be a good thing, but it's just going to take a long time to develop, and we want to be patient as we develop things, and to do them in ways that will be pleasing to the Lord. All right, that's all for now. Take care.